Hi, my name is Angie Hattery, and I'm the Director of Women and Gender Studies at George Mason University. I'm here to talk to you about Equal Pay Day and why you should care about it. So let's just take a simple example of how Equal Pay Day translates into paychecks and also retirement for a woman who's making only 20% of what her male colleague doing the same job or counterpart makes. I know that these numbers are big. The average man doesn't make $100,000 a year. The average woman doesn't make $80,000 a year, and certainly not in their first year out of college or into their new job. I also understand that there are deep racial and gender differences, and it's important to think about those. But today I just want to give you a little bit of a snapshot about what a 20% difference in pay means. So let's take the example on the slide here. If a man in his first year out of college or into his job earns $100,000 a year, the average woman doing the same job the first year out will make only $80,000 a year. Let's assume that both perform really well at work and they each get a 5% raise each year. Because that 5% raise is added to their base salary, after 5 years, the man is making over $121,000 a year, and the woman is making only $97,000 a year, so significantly less. Over time, the $20,000 difference at starting 5 years later is a $24,000 difference. Yikes. And you can imagine that over time, this gap just grows and grows and grows and grows. So that by the end of their career, what started as a $20,000 difference is now significantly greater. And it really makes a big difference at retirement when we stop collecting those paychecks and we need to live on past the time that we're going to work. Again, I know that these numbers are really big, but just using them as an example, a 20% difference in pay yields $1 million in the average man's 401k or retirement account, and a woman, in contrast, doing the same job all over the same years, only has $800,000 in her retirement account. So what does the 20% difference mean? It means a lot. It means that women may have to work longer and retire at an older age. It means women will have less money to pay for high quality assisted living. If the typical assisted living in the years that you all retire is $100,000 a year, which it very well could be, if not more, the typical man retiring will be able to live for 10 years. The average woman will be able to live for only 8 years in that same kind of high quality assisted living. And women live on average 5 years longer than men. So who's going to pay for that? If you didn't think about equal pay and it mattering to you before, I hope you think it matters now. Go negotiate the salary you deserve and look for policies that flatten the gender pay gap.